We're going to be going over measuring inflation. To start, we need to get two terms out of the way: inflation and deflation. Inflation is the increase in overall prices in the economy, and deflation is the decrease. Now, that itself is simple, but understanding how to calculate that is a whole nother thing. So the easy way to figure out the inflation rate is you take the CPI of 1 year minus the CPI of the current year, and you divide that by the CPI of the current year, and that gives, and then you multiply times 100, and that gives you your inflation rate. And sure, this may just be a formula, but if you take a deeper look at it, you can see that this is the prices from the year before, subtracted by the prices in this year to see the difference, and then you divide that by the current year to get a percentage, or to get a decimal, and then you multiply by 100 to get a percentage. And this is how you're able to determine how much prices have either increased or decreased since the year before, and overall see whether it's inflation or deflation, an increase or decrease. The next thing that you have to take into account is whether you're calculating for headline inflation or core inflation. Headline inflation is taking into account everything that goes into urban consumer. So it's energy, food, and all other costs. Where core inflation is the same thing as headline, just without the energy and food, because these can be very volatile and change prices at a rate that isn't indicative of what the economy is doing. So overall, this is a basic introduction of how to measure inflation and whether to know prices are increasing or decreasing.